All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the weekly live chat. It is Wednesday, January 29th. I was going to do a video beforehand, but then I said, it's already getting too late. Let me jump on stream, and then maybe I'll make a video afterwards. So here I am. What's going on? I hope everyone's doing well. We had Khabib absolutely wreck Conor McGregor earlier, which is hilarious. We have Strickland talking about how Robert Whittaker's a can, yet he ducked him. What a complete embarrassment. We have UFC Saudi Arabia this Saturday, which I'm super hyped for. Apparently, there was some type of plane crash that apparently happened, which doesn't help my fear of flying, which is crazy. I'm just seeing this. Yeah. I knew there was a plane crash, but I didn't see any real details on it. But now I'm seeing apparently multiple dead. That's insane. We have a Kevin Holland fight announcement. I'll stream most of the card Saturday, probably. I'll be here for most of the card, which starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time for the prelims. It's funny. I wonder when it was originally supposed to start, if it was going to be 9 a.m. or not. Because there was, 2 or 3 canceled fights on this card? I believe it was originally supposed to be 14 fights. Now it's 11, right? Let me see. Yes. It only looks like 2 fights got canceled. So maybe it was 13 fights. Maybe I was misremembering. Hypothetically, who wins in a 3-rounder? Strickles versus MVP? I have no idea. I have never even thought of it. You start respecting Alex Pereira. Otherwise, we are Brazilian coming here after 313. You're going to come out here. You're going to come after me for laughing at Pereira getting brutally chinned by Ankalaev. We fly together. I'll hold your hand. Imagine how scared those people must have been. I mean, that's horrific. Imagine being on a plane going down. It makes me never, ever. Well, you know what? That makes me want to get on a plane tomorrow. Because there ain't no way it's happening 2 days in a row. Ain't no way it's happening 2 days in a row. Yeah, I heard the UFC's IG was hacked and they were selling crypto scams. You see Pantoja Kaikara France is now rumored for 314. Makes sense since Pantoja trains at ATT. Why does it make sense since he trains at ATT? Why does that make sense? That tornado kick is going to KO some people out cold. Agreed. Apparently Kevin Holland's fighting Gunnar Nelson. Is what I heard through the grapevine. Damn. I wonder how this happened, man. I want to know how this happened. Like, how does shit like that even happen? ATT's in Florida, 314's in Miami. I mean, the UFC doesn't care about that. Bunch of freeloaders. Yeah, a bunch of Johnny-come-latelys around here. So, yeah. Would you root for if Bilal fought Gary? I don't know. Pat, they give it the 99 cents. I was in a stream where the streamer and chat were saying that if you defend Jones, you defend a woman beater. Nobody has ever alleged that John Jones has beat a woman. Not his wife, not any woman, not a friend, not a witness. There's never been a single person who has alleged John Jones has beat a woman. Not a authority of any sort, not the police. Strickland was just on MMA Junkie, I believe. What a disgrace. Yeah, I know. I saw it. I think I watched most of it. Let me see, Sean. Dude was crying up a storm. The dude asked him, what do you make of people, damn, it's only got 8K. I might make a video on it, but, I feel bad when it first comes out to make a video on it. I feel like I'm jumping on their interview, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, but think about it. I don't know how far ATT is in Miami, but that saves UFC travel expenses. I mean, maybe. I don't think they think about that. I don't think they're that I don't think they're that far ahead. Tay2, thank you for the 199. Tay2 and the People's Mod, aka the chat's favorite. I don't know about that. Jan exposed Ankalaev. Now Alex will finish the rat. Jan exposed Alex bad, bro. Trey, Alex Pereira is the only GOAT we Brazilian own MMA, not you and Dagestani going to stop us. He's not a GOAT. He's not even close to a GOAT. GOAT of what? Getting favorable treatment? Maybe. I mean, that might be favorable treatment. Hey, Joe, I work at a rock climbing facility and some bully tried to press me out, but I stood my ground. Congratulations. That's what you should do. He called Khamzat a Chechen whore. Dude, I hope... I would... You know how much that energy would change? Do you know how much that energy would change if DDP pulled out with an injury? You know how quickly that energy would change? Dude, he would... I swear on my life he would duck Khamzat. If they say, DDP's out, we're going to need you to fight Khamzat. He'd be like, no. Because he would get absolutely destroyed. Strickland said Khamzat's not a man because he grapples. Meanwhile, he jabs and teeps. They in the interview, they asked him, what do you make of people saying you say all these things, but then you go out there and you have your certain style? And he just threw out a word salad. It was hilarious to watch him get called out for it. Man, how did Jan not win after having 7 minutes of control time against Alex in a 3-round fight? Dude, he clearly won. He clearly won the first and third. Volk versus Topuria is not confirmed yet. Strickland versus Baralio prediction. I think Strickland's damaged goods, man. I think Strickland's damaged goods. I think he's done for. I don't think he's beaten a lot of the elite level opposition anymore. I think he was underrated for a while. Now he's a bit overrated. Alex did not do more damage, bro. He clearly lost. Jan did more damage. Did you see Khabib's story for Conor? I mean, Conor's downfall needs to be studied. Yes. I might even do a little video on it. Like the whole Paul Hughes thing. The whole Paul Hughes thing, Conor's embarrassed himself again. I mean, dude is still heartbroken. Dude is still heartbroken that Khabib took his soul 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Imagine being in the water and it's pitch dark and cold, man. Apparently had some soldiers in it. Conor weird for coming after Paul Hughes. Dude is 36 doing this. He's an embarrassment, bro. That's why I might make a video on it, because Ariel did some annoying shit on the MMA Hour. I swear, I just happened to click on YouTube. I never watched the MMA Hour or Ariel Helwani show, whatever you want to call it. But I happened to click on YouTube today and I saw it was live and I clicked on it and it was him asking Paul Hughes about Conor, and the shit Ariel did was so humiliating. I might make a whole... I don't know how I'll frame the video, but I want to talk about the Khabib destroying Conor, the Paul Hughes bit from the Ariel Helwani show as well. Unless he slips on a banana peel, Jan's 100% beating Ulberg. I don't know, man. Jan's getting old. It's going to catch up to him eventually. When will Joey go to his first ever MMA event? I've been to 3. Joey, Conor supported Hughes' entire training camp, and after the fight on tweets, and Hughes should have talked shit about him. Like, man, he didn't talk any shit about him. That just shows you're a bitch then. He said nothing but respect, and I'm not like the other guy. Like, I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. I'm not a pussy. Like, that's not talking shit. It was a 5-second clip. Oh, God forbid he have respect for a dude he just shared the cage with. That's done nothing. Ariel Helwani's show is getting cringier and cringier. I've never watched it in full. But, dudes, what's also crazy is the way people are sucking off Paul Hughes, man. Dude lost pretty clearly, and motherfuckers are acting like he almost won the fight. Dude, I swear, Ariel's acting like Hughes clearly won. That's the way he was acting. Like, I mean, I just don't get it, man. I really just don't get it. How does he, like, where does that even come from? I thought the previous fight was closer. My thought for Dana White major announcement later this year will be Islam open a 165-pound division. Doubtful. I think Shara Bullet's path to victory is the grapple. Honestly, think MVP is too crafty on the feet. Dude, I don't know. Shara's really fast and good on the feet as well, and he'll chop that lead leg as well. Strickland versus Baralho prediction. I think Strickland gets a knockout. Nope. Nope. Strickland ain't knocking anybody out. He would have lost to Abus if Abus had any cardio. McRapist is a depressed cokehead and proves that money doesn't buy happiness. Yeah, I think all the success and all the money, I think it brought out his true personality. So it's the way it is. Early power slap announcement. Do you think 200 jelly beans would? No. Joe, we Brazilian own USA. Okay. Old cocaine Conor. Dude, Jeremy Stevens wasn't. Literally, Conor called him out in the cage. They didn't even give Conor an opportunity. They didn't even give Stevens an opportunity to say anything. They didn't give him an opportunity to even say anything. It was like Conor came in and stole this limelight from him. Like, at least let Stevens kind of call you out. Stevens knew that fight's probably not going to happen to him. It could. I think it could. I can't believe this plane shit happened. That's horrifying. Imagine being on a plane, you're almost home. And boom. Imagine next thing you know, you're in the water, freezing cold. Houston Khabib ended a 7-year-long Ireland and Dagestan beef and said it took long. It took that long. I remember seeing Khabib's father saying he forgave Conor many years ago and said, yeah, Conor's just really upset about it still because he got his chin took. I mean, imagine, like, people are like, oh, he would never say this during an assault, a certain assault. Like, he's clearly upset. He's clearly just devastatingly upset that he'll never be able to get that back. Yeah, what's the deal with the plane? I have no idea. Conor's super cooked. Everyone's finally off the train. Yeah. I'm glad everyone's finally starting to abandon him other than the people who want to defend him for his, assaults, his certain assaults. I guess that's just the way it is. Abdulmanap forgave Conor, which is yet when he passed, Conor spat on his grave verbally. I know he said he was evil. I remember that shit. And nobody even batted an eye. Nobody even batted an eye. You know how sad that is? I mean, dude picked on someone's dead parent and nobody batted an eye. Could you imagine if like Khabib did that? I 100% believe Conor said that during the assault, it's been 7 years, at least once or twice every month he goes on a random rant in the middle of the night mentioning Khabib. Yeah, he's clearly got PTSD from that loss. I think Conor may be literally the biggest piece of shit in the entire UFC. And for some reason, he gets somewhat of a pass, but now people are starting to catch on. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. People are finally starting to catch on. Buckley would slap. No, he would not. Conor said people in the north of Ireland aren't Irish, so he won't be setting foot in Belfast anytime soon. What is the whole backstory behind that? Doesn't like British occupy it or something? Or have some type of government? I don't know. Isn't there something? Think he has nightmares about Khabib? Yes, I think he does. Khabib would beat up Conor again. There's no doubt in my mind you put Khabib and Conor somewhere, Khabib ends his life. I mean, that's just the God honest truth. Conor does not care about the Floyd loss, though. Yeah. Logan Paul would beat the brakes off. Wouldn't shock me. Khabib will haunt Conor forever. Oh, yeah, Conor's going to be on his deathbed. If he makes it that far, he'll be on his deathbed and he'll be saying, "Oh man, Khabib beat me. I need to get that win back." So that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Conor will eventually lose it all. I've said a long time ago, it wouldn't shock me if one day he ends up broke. It wouldn't shock me if he ends up broke. It could happen easily. Conor absolutely had bad dreams about Khabib. I have no idea what's going on in terms of the plane crash. I just know that it happened. Conor's mentally broken. He's been mentally broken for a while. It's really funny how Brazilians hating you for saying the truth about 313. Conor killed all his hopes for a rematch when he got lit up by Dustin. I'll never forget him. Nobody talks about this. After the Dustin KO, not the leg break. After the Dustin KO, he acted like his leg was like injured badly and he wasn't actually KO'd. And nobody ever brings that up. Nobody ever brings that up. He was like limping around. Don't get me wrong, his leg was damaged, but he was acting like that's the reason he went down. Go back and watch it. I remember seeing that shit and I'm like, dude's acting like, oh, it's a leg injury or I wouldn't have lost. He was already like setting up an excuse. Conor had another dude in his mind when he was in the bedroom. Great. Yeah, that's true. He was thinking about another dude. He was doing the stanky leg. You know, these last 7 years, Conor's been so mad that Khabib rarely mentions him. That's the part that breaks him the most. He's getting done like how he does Michael Chandler. I know, Khabib doesn't even seem to care about him. Like, how crazy is it he's crying about it 7 years later? And remember how he acted about Dustin Poirier after the or before the trilogy and after. He pretended to be a nice guy until he got KO'd and went right back to being a pussy. Yeah, he wanted to pretend like he was a nice guy. Remember, he didn't get enough shit for not donating to the charity. I don't care that he donated to another charity. He didn't even donate to the charity because he was pissed he lost. I bet 1,000 on Dustin by KO in the second fight. I actually picked McGregor in the second fight. Picked Poirier in the third. Dr. Stoppage. Yeah, I remember him screaming Dr. Stoppage. Yeah, Conor's clearly mentally unstable. That's a fact. He's clearly mentally unstable. But what do you expect? Dude's a clown. He was always nice to Cowboy. Yeah, that's because he beat Cowboy. He beat Cowboy, so he wasn't going to cry about it. I think Izzy's gotten rid of his strength and condition coach, a.k.a. base benefit. The guy was a fraud. Izzy's performance declined after AB got involved. I don't even know. That's news to me. That is news to me. I did not know that. If you guys could do me a favor and like the stream. This is the weekly live chat. I don't want to have a bunch of bummy likes on it. So if you guys could, I would really appreciate it. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe as well. He invented shoulder strikes against Cowboy. He invented shoulder strikes against Cowboy, that's for sure. Nobody ever knew of shoulder strikes prior to that. I seen a clip on Twitter of Grant Dawson. I should have bookmarked it. Of Grant Dawson just bodying Michael Chandler and say he's a bum and he's not fighting anyone. And you know, his last win was Tony Ferguson on an 8-fight losing streak, and he beat Dan Hooker before he had any tattoos. Grant Dawson was shitting on Chandler. It was hilarious. Does Khamzat win the title this year? Yes. God, imagine after that. I'm manifesting this. Imagine after that Strickland interview today, where he's trashing Chimaev. Imagine DDP pulls out and they offer him Chimaev and he ducks it. I think he would. Look it up, Andy. See if you can find it, and then send it to me on Discord so I can have it for future in case in case I include it in another video for Chandler. There's videos of Gracie's using shoulder strikes. Yeah, it's sarcasm when I say he invented them. Do you think the fight between McGregor and Cowboy was fixed? Nah. I think Cowboy's just a bum of a thing. I think he's just a bum of a thing. Who fights main event this Saturday? Adesanya Imavov. Jan smashed Ankalaev's leg. He started crying, and he beat him anyway. Conor got out of the division right time. He was passing over him, and he was just have seen that downward spiral. He saved himself from that. It doesn't take 5 years for that leg to heal. Jeez, could you imagine he came back and fought elite level opposition? Imagine he came back and fought like I don't know. I mean, Islam's a champion, but imagine he came back and fought Oliveira. How will Strickland even understand Poatan? He won't. He just wants him there as a clout goblin. Okay? He's Pereira's cuck. He wants the fans to cheer for him, so he's going to have Pereira in his corner. Everybody in the top 5 starts him from the last 5 years. Armin would wreck him to the death. Dude says to the death and goes out there and fights like a bum every time. Backs up, jab, teep kicks. I don't know what the UFC is going to do with Makhachev. It'll probably be other title shots. It'll probably be undeserved title shots, basically like a Dustin Poirier title shot. Chimaev's aura went from 0 straight to 100 in a single round. It's because you have a bunch of clowns, man, that didn't know what they were looking at. There you go. You found it. Dude, Grant Dawson trash and Chandler was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Just another. Anyway. There's no layup for him outside of Michael Chandler, even though that's a dangerous one. But I could see McGregor styling on Chandler, how reckless he swings. I could see them telling Chandler not to grapple. I have a weird feeling JDM's going to get exposed. He's already been exposed. His grappling isn't that great. But he is a good striker. So we'll have to see what happens. But who knows? He might lose to Leon Edwards for all we know. For all we know, he might lose to Leon Edwards. Remember when Pound for Pound King slipped off the octagon after Brawl UFC 229? Dude, Khabib was a badass right then and there. Hold on, apparently there's a new video. You can barely even see it. Damn, imagine going down in a plane crash. Early reports at least 50 dead? What? That can't be right. That's got to be fake. I don't know what to tell right and wrong. Damn. If that's true, that's horrible. Bro, he said everything I've been saying in these live chats for literal years. I know, dude. Chandler needs to fight Patty. Oh, yeah, they for sure tell Chandler he's getting an extra 100, 200 if he keeps it on the feet against McGregor. Yeah, there's no way he was going to shoot a takedown. He just wasn't. Remember when Rogan, after Khabib jumped in the crowd, this is the darkest day in MMA history? I know. They acted like after Khabib jumped out of the cage, they acted like there was a mass shooting. You know how insane that is? I would, in my entire life of watching MMA, I was not more annoyed, and that includes since I had the channel, than the Khabib jumping out of the cage. The way the media acted, they were acting all somber. Like, I mean, I've talked about this earlier on the channel's history. The shit was infuriating. And motherfuckers were condemning Khabib and his teammates. Meanwhile, the reason his teammates jumped in and tried to slump Conor was because Conor sucker punched Khabib's coach. You know what I mean? The darkest day. They didn't even want to wrap the belt around him. You think if Conor did that, you think they'd wrap the belt around? Oh, wait, Conor did do that. And they, well, there wasn't a belt to be wrapped at that point, I don't think. I think that was after the Seaver win. You know how dumb that was? They were acting like a mass shooting had taken place. They were like, man, this is a dark day. And everyone was talking about how despicable it was. Like, everyone was crawling up Conor's ass, man. Like, it was so annoying. It was so annoying. They were crawling. They were like, oh, man, What they did to Conor was so wrong. Dana was like, those guys are going to jail. Meanwhile, they didn't say one bad thing about Conor. Joe, you trademarked dumping Leon on his bald spot. No regrets. That's true. Go future 50 years from now, they'll be talked about moment and still in MMA combat sports. Yeah. They were acting like it was a baseball game and someone died. Yeah, basically. I added that on the end. They were like, man, this is so wrong. I remember Khabib said, I'll never fight there again after the way they treated me. Like, get over it, man. Nothing happened, and people were acting like it was the worst thing ever. People were acting like it was the worst thing ever. Rogan was like, no, 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 no. Dude, they were crying. Dana was like, I can't wrap the belt around you. The crowd might get angry because you took their boy's soul. The crowd might, we can't wrap the belt around you. I'll never forget that. Where's the GOAT? The one who vapes. I have no idea. Khabib is overrated. No. Kind of threw a dolly at a boss. That's literally where this started. Dude, and injured and got multiple fights canceled. I mean, what a joke. And they acted like Khabib jumping over a cage was crazy. You know how wild that is? That's disgusting. The UFC robbed us seeing another year of Khabib's prime with that suspension. I don't remember how long the suspension was, but they kept some of his money too. I think to this day. To this day. You think Suarez can beat Weili? Maybe. I don't know for sure though, but maybe. So... out here worshiping billionaires. I don't even see anything. Oh, hyping up Dana and them. What an embarrassment. I'm laughing how much people hating for spitting facts on 313. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the video or just in general? Because I put out a video, last week or so? 2 weeks ago, maybe? We didn't have an event last week. We had an event off. Yeah, it only did 14K views because people were upset about that video that I hurt their feelings. I hurt their feelings. Because I said, oh, it's in Las Vegas. Oh, it's during Ramadan. Oh. But he can't fight here and there. He won't fight. He doesn't have a visa. Oh, you're talking about the people in chat tonight. It's just one dude mainly. When Khabib jumped the cage, I almost stopped watching MMA. It was a deplorable act. Yeah, it was so horrific. It was so detestable. It really was. I don't think Jones and Aspinall will happen. Me neither. Me neither. But I'm hopeful that it will. I'm hopeful that it will. But you never know. You never know. We'll have to see. It was a black eye on the sport. 19 bodies brought. Is that legitimate? Have you heard that? Or you just read that on Twitter? Because I don't trust what I see on Twitter. Let's see. Damn, imagine being on that. Imagine being on that plane. That'd be horrific. Imagine that. Yeah, I don't see anything. New footage of Conor with fans in Philly. I bet you Conor security guards aren't there to keep him safe. I bet you they're to keep him out of trouble. There's babysitters. Is it not? Thank you, Tay2, for the 199. The GOAT Tay2 here standing the test of time. Appreciate you. My casual friends were watching 229 with me, and one of them became a fan that night. And they're still a fan to this day. That's pretty wild. That's wild. Book Aspinall Khabib if he beats Thomas Jefferson? Yes. You see the clip of Dana talking to Khabib last week about a rematch would do numbers? I did not see that last week because that is from 2021. If you're talking about like he was cage side with him and it was before the Conor Poirier fight, I know what you're talking about. Khabib retired in October. Dana was still teasing a Khabib return in January and had not taken the belt off of him officially, even though he would. Oh, I do see it at 19 bodies. No signs of survivors. Damn. That's horrific. But yeah, that's old news, man. It crashed in DC. Crashed in DC. Joey, do some matchmaking if Makhachev returns to International Fight Week. Who will let Armin fight one time if they're so hell bent on him fighting again. Let him fight one time, and then if he gets a win, give him a title shot. Damn, that's wild, man. It's got to be Armin, the Armin rematch. It's crazy how Chimaev is the reason the event is sold out. That's true. I'm late, just getting here. I'm just getting out of work. Appreciate you. Better late than never, buddy. Chimaev would delete Conor. I wish that's the fight they would book. I wish that's the fight we would book. Conor needs a handler 100% C4 San Diego. His bodyguards are not for his protection. They're to stop him from getting in trouble. Joe, we all know your fiance is really the one who vapes easily. They can I know you're just saying that, but imagine if that makes any sense. So she'd be donating my own money to me so that I can share it with YouTube. Makes a lot of sense. Book Conor, Cowboy 2. That's the fight I want to see. Yeah, would really love to see them. Would really love to see those shoulder strikes yet again. How do you think Holloway Patty would go? Patty would style on him probably. Patty would have to grapple nonstop, and I don't see Patty winning that fight. So Patty gets slumped, or he gets done from just TKO via standing TKO like damage. Shoulder strikes that Conor invented. I know. Better late than never or absent. Overlap's been gone, man. Overlap's been missing. I'm starting to wonder where he's at. I'm starting to think something happened to him. And I wonder what happened. Is Ilya Volk confirmed? No. It's basically going to happen, but it's not confirmed by the UFC. Yeah, I don't know if Conor invented that. Patty by imaginary guitar. All right. Should Leon get a title shot if he beats JDM? Hell no. Hell, if Bilal's still champ, I don't want Bilal ever give Leon a shot. Why would your wife do that when 2 probably takes a percentage of the money? It was something stupid to say. Yes, it is. So you got Pavlovich correct? Yes. Go watch the prediction video. There's timestamps. What the F is going on with Lopez? Apparently he ain't getting Mexico main. Mexico main is going to be Urseg versus Moreno, right? Bilal will retire soon. If Bilal just slumped out Shavkat and said, you know what, I did all I need to do around here. Are you excited for the idea of Makhachev versus Ilya? Low-key, kind of. But at the same time, I just think Islam beats him and everyone's like, oh, he beat up a featherweight. He knows he beat up on guys his own size. That's what'll happen. So I don't really like that narrative at all. At all. Bobby Green sucks. Yeah, Bobby Green's not that good. Makhachev, Pantoja 2. I pick Bilal to outpace Shavkat. I'm picking Bilal over Shavkat for sure. Probably going to happen May or June. Chicago. Which is what I've said since December. How crazy it's about to be February. How the hell is it about to be February, boys? I don't know where the time went. It's fitting to be February. I don't know. I truly don't know how that's even possible. But it is what it is. Joe, when will you admit that 312 isn't that bad? It's just your political views clouding your judgments. That might be the video. I need to do a video tonight on 312. I've been putting it off for days. Maybe I'll do that tonight since it's pretty easy to do. Maybe it is my political judgments. Maybe that's what it is. You know, I said Colby was ducking Gary, bad political judgments. I said Sean Strickland was a shit fighter who lied about getting headbutted by DDP. I think that had to do with my political judgments. I think 312 might have to do with my political judgments as well. You're right. Thank you for the $4.99, Bryce Oliver. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. I appreciate you, brother. We need Pantoja versus Jones 3. That we do. They should have done Sterling versus Lopez. Who's the one hell wants to see him versus Yair? I don't. I certainly don't. I want to see Lopez Mavsar too. 312 is objectively terrible. 312 is horrendous, man. I just can't believe this plane was about to land. Like, I just imagine like being elderly on that plane and not being able to swim or something. Like, imagine how horrific that was. It only lasted 30 seconds. But imagine you drown inside of a plane inside of the Potomac River. Damn. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Just a little troll. I know, Bryce. I know you were just joking around. I knew it was sarcasm. Dern versus Hebos Fight Night is better than 312. The sad thing is you're almost close to not even being wrong. You're not even wrong. It really is that bad. Damn. Apparently MVP said he wants the 170 belt. Did you use a fake-ass promo for the Paul Brothers boxing match? I did not. Why did you make the decision that your podcast would be reading comments instead of talking the whole show? What do you mean I make videos basically daily? The live chat is a live chat where I chat with you guys. I don't get what you're getting at here. I might eventually make it a benefit for members. I do like a 40-minute video. Just super casual video, kind of like a stream, but not really, where I talk about different topics going on. Joe, would you do a podcast? I don't define what you mean by do a podcast. Like a weekly 1-hour show with somebody else? Is that what you mean? Or I don't know. They're supposedly going to fight each other. Who? Can we pray that Sean Strickland does not win the title? I want DDP to pull out and then off from Khamzat. He turned it down, and then Dana White just says, he's done. He's done around here. He's lost his Dana White privilege. Imagine. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be the most hilarious thing? Bryce, thank you for the 7 months of membership. And thank you for being a show. Have you ever played GTA San Andreas? And I really enjoy your podcast, Joey. It's the #1 MMA podcast. I have played San Andreas, man. I was a kid when San Andreas came out. I used to play that shit every day. I used to play it every day. I'm going to play GTA 5 on stream soon. On a different channel, maybe. That's the goal around here. So... I caught my girlfriend licking her lips watching your live stream. Doesn't surprise me. I've heard that before. Have you seen Dark Side of the Cage? I have not, but I've heard of it. Breaking news, Sean Strickland accuses, I don't know who that is, of stealing her. Okay. I need a Joey and John Morgan talk about how good Bo Nickel is and how he's that guy every week. No. He asked you about answering messages because the guy who has 200 views per vid, 10 years into YouTube, claims he started this format of doing a live chat and answering people's messages. Dude is delusional. He asked about you about answering messages because this guy with 200 views per video, 10 years into a YouTube channel, claims Dude, people been doing this for as long as I mean, I've seen this going on YouTube for many, many years. I mean, you can look at other channels that do this. You know, not on a regular basis maybe as much, but there's like travel channels that do this. Like I've seen Peter Santinello do these before. That's wild. That's what, dude, look, some people are desperate to grasp at anything. They invented this, they invented that, they invented this. It's all an ego thing. When, I guess when you're just a failure, I guess. I don't know. People always want to say, oh, I created, there's people out there claiming they created MMA YouTube. There's people out there saying, oh, dude did this video. It's a similar video. Everyone's doing it. I joked about people copying my content like 2 years ago. People thought I was serious. 312 gayer than a dude grabbing another dude's bulge. All right. Alrighty. There's that. I wasn't being disrespectful about the reading comments. I forgot about your other shows. Yeah, I was just answering you, man. I wasn't going after you. I was just giving you an answer. Trey rightfully connecting with the peasants. Yeah, I'm out here connecting with the peasants. Some dudes, look, some people get 200 views per video. Other people get 200 live viewers per stream. So, Bo Nickel versus Ikram Alaskarov. Who wins? Ikram Alaskarov. Strickland's been working a simultaneous double jab and teep. DDP, I will have no answer. We'll see. I heard Ankalaev is pushing UFC to move 313 to Abu Dhabi. That is true. Era Hawani created MMA YouTube, 100% no cap. I don't know about all that. I wanted to start a channel in 2013. That's when the inception for this idea. That's when I had the inception for this idea, but I just never did it. So I wish I would have done it sooner. I would have been one of the first. I copied full card predictions. So hyped, just ordered my Jelly Bean fight kit. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one too. Yeah, so this dude, every MMA YouTuber copied him while he makes his content talking about other MMA YouTubers and complains about being shadow banned. That sounds crazy. Do I admire your work ethic? Thank you. So surprised nobody has KO'd Colby yet. Usman TKO'd him. Usman has TKO'd him. Damn, imagine you were supposed to land at the same airport tonight. Imagine how grateful you are that it wasn't you. Imagine that you were going to land in 20 minutes. Could have been you. I'd never get on a plane again. I pulled my bet off the second wall for my donation. Dude, you're bougie after that one. You're bougie after that dono. $4.99, man. Pat can't afford those $4.99s. I'm not getting on a plane anymore. I think I might get on a plane tomorrow. Because it ain't damn sure ain't going to happen 2 days in a row. Damn sure ain't going to happen 2 days in a row. Ain't no way. Tay2, thank you for the $1.99. Elaborate on something that isn't gay about 312. I don't know, bro. What a dumb question. What a dumb question. Well, something that is Sean Strickland. He's closeted, so I'll give you that. You think Jesse on Fire's channel is going to die? That dumbass will disappear eventually? Maybe. I mean, I don't know if defending Grapist is the best. Defending Grapist in clickbait fashion is the best recipe for success, but Joey's goated since he doesn't make 100 crappy tier list videos and goat lists, which are annoying. Dude, those get good views, but I don't like those. Like, it would be a rarity for me to do a tier list, and it'd have to be something important. But I don't really like lists like that. I'm not big on that. I've said that since the inception of the channel. Since the inception of the channel, I don't really like that shit. For some reason, it gets views. You can bet on power slap, so I bet 3 units on dumpling inside the distance. Wait, what happened? What are you talking about? Man, your victory lap over Poetan fans who have been trolling you for last year when you say Ankalaev has him out. Backshot's dead. Dude, I am going to go off. I am going to go off when Ankalaev slumps Pereira. It is going to be glorious. Opinion on anatomy of a fighter situation. I think he had every right to post it. And I think Ariel's a little bitch. I might actually make a video on it. UFC Aura tier list. I think there's a lot of people getting really desperate. Like, you guys have to understand, and I don't mean this in any... like, I'm not trying to belittle anyone. But it takes a while to build a YouTube channel and a community. And if you don't have anything of note to offer, if you make kind of, you know, like super quirky, weirdo type videos that nobody, like people that aren't going to make, or it's really going to be like, oh, how the hell are they even going to make this? It draws people's attention. So rather than having anything of note to offer, you just do shit like that and have success. That's why a lot of people do it. That's the gist of it. What are you going to do with Alex Slom's Ank, though? It's not going to happen. Will never happen. Said since Rose was as a child, she's searching for an older... Whoa. That's bizarre. It's a bizarre take to have. I met him at a UFC event. Dude's like 5'6". I don't really care about that. It's so frustrating to see how MMA community works on YouTube. All these channels that started a year or two ago with brain dead MMA content are sitting at 40, 60K subs. Doesn't make any sense. Well, you also have to look at the views and stuff like that. There's a lot of like kind of, I don't want to say fake, but there's a lot of fake communities out there. There's a lot of like people who might have a lot of subs but don't get any views. Subs don't mean anything. Subs genuinely don't mean any. I mean, it means something, but it's all really about views, and then a lot of people are buying fake views. Why you acting stuck up lately? Tay2 funny AF. I don't know that Tay2 is really that funny, bro. Oh my god. Dude. Bro. I'm done. The one who vapes is made of money, man. The one who vapes is made of money. Thank you for the 100 Canadian dollars. Hey, MMA Joe, UFC says the fights start in the morning on Saturday. Are you still going to live stream during the fights? Yes. I will be here early. I don't know how early yet, but I'll be here for the prelims. I just don't know if I'm going to be here for the very first prelim. That's wild, bro. Thank you for the 100 Canadian dollars. Appreciate you, bro. You were just dropping $100 donations like it's going out of style. The one who vapes got money. I need to know where the one who vapes works. Look. Hey. Look. The one who vapes said, I'm not going to have it being extra bummy around here. I'm not going to deal with you guys being bummy around here. The year is 2044. Iliad, but why is my phone going off right now? Let me do this. But shout out to the one who vapes, man. I really do appreciate the 100 Canadian dollars. You have a date yet, or those forever? I don't know, dude. I'm not big into like. I think weddings are kind of scammy, but I don't know. Maybe this year, maybe it's already happened, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Would Ankalaev slump Kevin Holland? Yes, easy. Shout out to the one who vapes. He's a made man around here in this community. He's a made man around here in this community for sure. For show. I'm getting that for show. I spent too much money on cars and bikes. Can the one who vapes send me some, bless me with no? Dude's losing his membership. He wants his membership back. Thank you to the one. I'm about to retire. The one who vapes started sending. I was about to retire until these one who vapes started sending these massive donos. How much we got to dono to be an usher at the wedding? I don't know. I had to think about that one. Spending $20K when you could save that? I know. That's what I always think of. If I ever need bail money, I know who to call. Yeah, if I ever need bail money, I'm going to have you guys contact the one who vapes. He says he's a bum. He's out there panhandling. Let's do Kevin Holland versus Colby. Colby probably beats Kevin Holland. But I don't know. Colby likes getting ran through by black dudes, so it's hard to say for sure. It's hard to say for sure. I'm I'm seeing if there's any more updates. I don't know how this shit even happens. Yeah, I have no idea. Bet Tay2's presence is no longer appreciated. I literally told you I appreciated you yesterday. You said say something nice, and I told you that the 199s do add up, bro. The 199s add up. The consistency from the one who vapes is insane. That is true. Imagine Joey gets married and has a live chat in real life. We just scream questions. No. Dude said he wanted to be an usher at the wedding. That's true. I want Colby and Bilal just for the press. You know what Bilal would do to Colby? You know what Bilal would do to Colby? He would absolutely wreck him. I mean, it would be a brutal destruction. Pat, thank you for the 99 cents. Does he just come in here, donate hundreds of dollars, and then make us know how poor we are, then dip out? Now, he's here watching. He's here watching right now. He's going to wait a few minutes, and he's going to drop another 100 Canadian dollars, allegedly. That's what I heard through the grapevine. Tay2 been acting mad, insecure. Look, Tay2 feels insecure about the one who vapes. I'm pretty sure the one who vapes is donating more money than these Contender Series guys making a year. I don't even know how much it would add up to at this point. Dude's been out here supporting like a maniac. For sure. For show. It makes me realize I haven't done a video today. And I got to get on that video. I don't know which one I want to do yet. I have a couple. Pantoja bout announces before Bilal is crazy. I mean, they probably just don't know when exactly they want Bilal to fight. Does Manel Cop get a title shot if he beats Royval? Yes. Yes. My boy Pat Matthews with the 99 poverty dono. Your feet stink bad. That's wild Warsham, dude. I try to drop 100 when I can. When I can't, I try to donate at least 50. Dude, appreciate you. I appreciate you. Ever watch Reno 911? Yes, I have. I have watched Reno 911. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. It used to be. I don't know. I don't think it does. It still exist? I don't know if it even still exists around here. Everyone hit the like button on the stream. Thank you, Andreas, for the $2. Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of lurkers in this community. There's a bunch of lurkers around here who don't bother to like the stream. 235 people in here. We got 60-some likes. Tay2 is the John Jones of the MMA blowy community. I don't know about that. I think you're more of the Sean Strickland. Your 199s are like jabs and teeps, but they add up. Thank you, House of Cardboard. What did he say? I only vape flower. Been going back and rewatching. I haven't seen it in a while. I have to go rewatch it one day. I got to go back and rewatch the Chappelle Show. I used to love the Chappelle Show. Rescue workers have located multiple passengers underwater still sitting in their seats. I wonder how many people just accepted their fate at that point. I mean, how difficult is it to get out of there? But if it would have been on land, it would have blew up. I don't know what's worse, drowning or blowing up from the crash. I don't know. Dude said he's the John Jones of this community. Days is the chail. Only this channel? Well, you only donate to this channel is what you're saying? That's crazy if so, bro. What happened? There was a plane crash, man. I don't know that much about it. A plane and a helicopter collided in D.C. Apparently, multiple victims, I guess, are still sitting in their seats, which is horrific. Joe, where do you stack up in the heavyweight division? Thank you for the 199, Braden. I'm top 10 for sure. I'm top 10 for sure. I'll be top 10. I would definitely beat Pavlovich. So Pavlovich is like number 3, actually. Let me actually look. Pavlovich is number 4. I would be number 8 because I would beat Tybura. I'd beat Tybura and Rosenstruck. So remember not to inflate your life jackets while still in the plane. Get out and then inflate. Yeah, some people panic and inflate their life jackets while in the plane. When the water enters, they can't get out because the water pushed them up. Dude, I could just imagine how terrifying that would be. It'd be absolutely terrifying. You got to try to get out of the plane. You don't even know where to exit. It happened so fast, you never saw it coming. To survive that is an insane feat in general. And I can hold my breath for pretty long. Unexpected in a stressful situation like that, I bet you can't even hold your breath for 30 seconds. I don't know how long I could hold my breath now, but I used to be able to hold it for like over 2 minutes. Which I don't know I don't think it's that crazy, but I'd probably drown in 20 seconds because I wouldn't even. You would be. And the longer you take, the deeper the plane sinks. The water's so cold. Oh my God, dude, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare reality. And imagine there's probably elderly people in there. I hate this story. I'm flying out in the morning. Dude, I wouldn't be that pressed about it. There's no chances it happens twice. There's no chances it happens twice in 2 in a row. John Jones jabbed and oblique kicked his way to GOAT. He also wrestled and submitted his way to GOAT as well. I'm in a flight over the Pacific when the oxygen mask drop. It's a real rush. I don't know. I've been on a plane a couple times. I don't know if I can do it, man. Landing on water in a passenger jet is 99% instant death. Well, apparently there's a couple survivors. Isn't there a couple survivors? I think I saw that, right? What's crazy is there could be somebody stuck in the water that survives, but then dies later on. You know what I mean? That's just horrific, man. Just watched the Strickland interview. Shots fired at Khamzat. Thought they were boys. He doesn't want to fight Khamzat. He's scared of Khamzat. Landing in the water and that speed pretty much hitting concrete. I guess so. Damn, bro, can't even talk MMA or Thanksgiving dinner at Hill's residence. Imagine Thanksgiving dinner at Hill's residence. That'd be wild. Anyone listen to Uriel and Joe Rogan? It started audio playing. I listened to it. Pretty sure he's faking the samurai gimmick. I did not listen to it. I don't really listen to Rogan. If I survive that shit, I'd walk around with my nuts out because that holy shit, that's luck. Dude, you can even, what sucks is you can survive the initial crash and die in the water afterwards. Because you know what I mean? Even if they take 5 minutes to get boats out there, that 5 minutes probably feels like 3 days. Imagine New Year's Eve with Dana and his wife slapping the face in a club in Mexico at 53. It would feel like. Dana's out there beating his wife in a club on New Year's Eve. That's wild. Dude, seriously. I survived a plane crash. Kevin, what's going on, man? I'm assuming this is really you. It has to be, right? Dude, isn't that crazy? We were talking about that plane crash. Isn't that nuts? That's horrifying. We were saying how impossible it would be to survive because you're not even seeing it coming. Next thing you know, you're in freezing cold water trying to get out. If you do survive the impact and are still conscious, you got to unbuckle yourself. You don't know which way's up, which way's down. You got to get on a life vest. Next time I get Kevin on the channel, I'll ask him about the plane crash. He did tell me about it at some point in time. But yeah, he was in a plane crash back in the day. I think when I was still little at that point in time. I was a kid. Yeah, Kevin does have some Basset Hounds. He does. He's pound for pound for sure. Hey, Dana, when is Power Slap coming to Mexico? I'm sure it will soon enough. Big up, Joey. I would love to see Bilal versus Colby so Bilal can destroy his ass. Easy money. Dude, you know what Bilal would do to Colby? You know what Bilal would do to Colby? It would be insanity. August 2002 was the crash. Dude, I bet you that was terrifying. Somebody was saying they don't feel like getting on a plane tomorrow. I said, it's not going to happen 2 days in a row. And I remember what you said. You told me before. You said, ain't no way it happens twice in a row. But that's what I was thinking. I'm terrified of flying myself. I'm terrified of flying myself. But now's the time. Kevin is a celebrity around these parts, rightfully so. That's true. Imagine how terrifying that would be. It really would be insane. Imagine you know you're about to crash. Imagine being on a plane and watching the news about this. And you're getting, you're getting rerouted. I'd be horrified. With all the reroutes, someone's going to smack into me. Can you imagine how, if you were late and didn't get on, how grateful you are right now? Kevin Oli being in the chat seems like Ronaldo at the Francis Tyson fight. For sure. For sure. We got a real celebrity around here. Braden, thank you for the 199. I jumped last second so I don't take fall damage. There was a guy. Do you remember there's a guy who like stole a passenger jet and just flew it in the side of the mountain because he wanted to kill himself? And it was full of people. I think it was like a German flight or something. Damn, man. That's horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Kevin, how are you doing though, man? How are you doing? How's everything going? Imagine being on a plane with Kevin Holland next to you. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. He'd be like, what's 4570? Are there any survivors? I have no idea. I've just seen a couple tweets here and there on balmy Twitter, so who knows if it's even true. Yeah, I don't know. My guess is going to be few and far between. C4 San Diego, Kevin the Legend. He has more boxing MMA knowledge than this whole chat combined. Not afraid to ask the real questions. Thank you, Kevin. There you go. Look, a dono to compliment the Basset Hound and pound for pound Kevin. I almost said Kevin Holland right there. Kevin Ioli. The man with the Basset Hounds. Thank you for the $5 C4 San Diego. Are you talking about Kobe Bryant? I wasn't. I don't know if you're talking to somebody else. I saw a guy wearing a cowboy hat. Thought it was Kevin Holland. It was just a random white dude. Please don't call me Kevin Holland. I don't want to. It just almost slipped out for a second. Because we've been talking. I haven't been a big fan of Kevin Holland for many years. For a multitude of reasons. And recently everyone's finally caught up to it. I don't know if you've seen any clips of the recent interview he did. It was embarrassing, man. He was saying he could be a champion, but he doesn't want to be a champion because he doesn't want to get recognized in Walmart. Dude, I need to get a check next to my YouTube name. I want to check next to my YouTube name. Why don't I got a check next to my name around here in this community? In this community. Blaze, thank you for the 36 months of membership. Another milestone. Kevin Ioli's in here. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Kevin stopping by. Check it out. See what's going on here. I saw the news interviewing a man who was at the airport waiting for his wife. That's some heartless reporting. A man in the worst moment of his life. They had it on camera on his face. No, and his wife was on that plane. And oh, that's horrible. God forbid Holland wins and can't go back to Walmart. I know. Braden, thank you for the $1.99. Embarrassed to share a last name with that bum. 2020 Holland is mythical. Joe, when does your road to 100K subs run through Nashville, Tennessee? I'm thinking so. Maybe. I think it might run through Nashville, Tennessee. I could hear the song, quote, "This is how legends are made," when I saw Kevin's name in chat. Me too. Wasn't it Yuri that walked out to that, man? Talk about the most NPC walkout song there ever could have been. Kevin Iole versus Kevin Holland in Power Slap. I don't know about all that. It's okay, Joey. I confused Kevin Holland and Kevin Iole. I don't think that's true. Clay Guida and the boys versus Tony Ferguson in GFL. I wonder what the chances that GFL even has an event. I want to know if they even have their first event. I would love to know. My theory is Holland is losing on purpose so he cannot be recognized at Walmart. That's what he said. I know Dana White trembles in fear when it's Kevin Iole's turn to ask a question. He has a dark side radiates off him. He does have a dark side to him. That's true. There's a very dark side to him around here. But we'll have to see. There's definitely a dark side. Yuri really came out to Dude Perfect theme song. Is that what that is? I always forget it was him. I remember it happening, but I always forget it was him. Dude really came out to the most NPC song ever. This is how legends are made. I'm done. Very commendable of Holland to lose on purpose so he can walk with his kid to Walmart uninterrupted. Dude, he's acting like he's a celebrity now. And I've been telling you guys that for a while. Joey, are there any active UFC fighters you believe are on PEDs? I believe probably 50% of the roster is. But I don't know which to say are. If it's Yuri's cringe personality, I get it. Nobody knows him unless you're a UFC fan. Even casual fans don't know him. Yeah, unless you're a hardcore fan, then you don't know who Kevin Holland is. But he gets that Dana White privilege, man. He gets that Dana White privilege around here. Why do you think he's on every main card? Why do you think he's on every main card? Nobody knows him. Yeah, it's true. You would sleep Kevin Holland? I don't know about all that. I don't think Yuri is cringe. He's probably a little autistic. Honestly, seems likable. I like Yuri. I mean, I don't really pay attention. I just care about how he fights. That's it. Anyway, Kevin Holland does think weed is tight. I'm debating if I want to make a video about 312 after this. I'm debating. I'm still shocked at this. I mean, I know we talked about it quite a bit, but this plane incident is crazy. Does anyone know where I can go find all the deleted Conor McGregor tweets? Does anyone know where I can go find them all? Because like I know sometimes people make like believable ones. Damn, this new the Better Biev versus Bivol poster is sick, man. Kevin has special hats, so he isn't recognized. Obviously, that is true. I got great stuff from Yuri in an interview about walking on an active volcano, but his connection was bad and unusable. That's got to be the most annoying thing about doing interviews, man. I'll be so bummed out if I had that issue. Like, imagine I do a one-off and I get something like that, and I'm just like, damn. But Yuri's always interesting. He's a character. He's a character in this community. For sure. Kevin Holland's entire personality is I smoke weed and I don't care about my career. That's true. Well, Tai Tuivasa's whole personality is drinking alcohol out of a slipper. Or a dirty shill, really. That's the truth. You hyped for 28 Years Later movie coming out later this year? Sure, I'll probably go see it. Kevin, that's unfortunate. It was unusual. I feel like Yuri's the most interesting man alive. Germanwings flights in the Alps. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Ty is too cringe. I agree. I fear UFC 312 may retire MMA Joey. It might be too much for me. 312 makes me want to take a month. 60 people reportedly dead. Is that facts or wrong? That's insane if so. So basically everyone died. Damn. I want to see if I can find all the Conor tweets. Bo should get Yuri's cell phone provider. Dude always in the mountains, in the woods, and always answers. That's true. Money, have you seen Nosferatu? I have. I thought it was decent. Joe, are you worried? Are you not worried once you hit 50K subs, you might not be able to go to Walmart anymore? Yeah, I'm doing my best to not hit 50K because then I won't be able to go to Walmart like Kevin Holland. I want to be able to go to Walmart by myself. Yeah, it's sad, man. Innocent people every day. According to what the commission released, Kevin makes more than these champs. Yeah, but that's kind of it's a direct tactic to kind of high fighter pay is what it is. So when I see those New Balances, I know it's Joey. I just listened to Legends Are Made. The song was awful. It's kind of corny. Hello, chat. Hello, Mr. Kevin Ioli. Hello, Joey. Backshot's dead. True. Thank you, Riffy, for the €2. Lucas Tracy said Imavov is going to win. Did he actually say that? He doesn't make more than champs. Not close. Good. We're talking about Holland, right? Didn't Holland say that? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Or I think he was saying you, actually. Because of those disclosed pays from California, but I know why they're like that. Joey's already been stopped in person going to Wingstop with subscribers. Any more subs, it'll be unmanageable. Yeah. Look, I already can't go out. Do you see this beard? Do you see that beard? I already can't go outside without getting harassed by females. Okay? I'm basically getting hit on 24/7. I don't wear jewelry, but I'm thinking about wearing a wedding ring just so I can stop getting hit on every time I go out. I mean, it's just getting unmanageable. And then I'm supposed to get 50K subs or 100K subs. And look, some people got 60K subs, 70K subs, 100K subs. They don't have the community like we have, okay? We got a strong community, even at 35K. Who wins, Coked Up Conor or Coked Up Jones? Coked Up Jones, easy. Easy work. Joey, can you break me? Yeah, I'll break you, all right. I'm the only one that ever brought that to light, I'm pretty sure. Without me, nobody would even know about Stipe saying getting broken. Stipe getting broken. Thank you, Braden, for the 199. The fact that Kevin Holland is still in the UFC after getting schooled and embarrassed by MVP is surprising. That should be enough to be managed to the apex. Kevin Holland has Dana White privilege, man. I told you guys. Why do you think he's on every main card? He's going to be on the main card of UFC London, most likely. And it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. It's not like he's getting undeserved title shots. He wouldn't want those title shots because he would get recognized in Walmart. You think he's going to lose to Gunnar Nelson? I don't know. Gunner's been out for a while. It wouldn't shock me if he lost to Gunnar Nelson. It wouldn't shock me at all. It wouldn't shock me at all. Honestly, I'm not sure Conor can even fight anymore. I'm not sure either. I don't know that he can fight anymore. Okay. MVP is overrated. I think he is a bit overrated. Thank you for the $2. Kevin, I enjoyed your interview with Shara. I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen it. Conor looks like he weighs 190. Dude, Conor looks like he weighs over 200. Conor looks like he weighs over 200. Help me out. How do I send more than 199? I think you click on the money symbol. I don't know. I've never sent a super chat to myself. But you should be able to scroll on the thing. Don't actually scroll over to 500 though. You should be able to scroll over to the thing and you should be able to type a message. Shout out. I'm about to get a super chat from Kevin Ioli out here. Is that what's about to go on? I might have to print this out and frame it up. I just got married and didn't hit until I started wearing the ring. It just makes it worse. Oh, you start getting hit on more? Yeah, because now you're unattainable. Honestly, I'm not sure. Conor, I already read that. Does Usyk have privilege? No. Kind of, but not really. I think personally that's because of it's because of Magomed gone, and then the fact that he's Australian. They want to promote that market. So, Kevin, look at this. Look, hold on. I'm gonna have to frame this out. Shout out to Kevin with the 1999 in the chat. Shout out to that's wild. That's wild. Hold on, let me go do that. All right. There we go. It worked. Joey was right. Yeah, I've sent a few super chats here and there. But yeah, there was some dude telling me he had errors with it before. Recently. Some dude that always sends super chats, so I don't think he was making it up. Shout out to Kevin Ioli for the 1999. You know what? While we're at it, boys, if you like MMA interviews, make sure you go subscribe to Kevin. Here's a link to his channel real quick. I know that's not why he's in here. I know that's not why he donated $19.99, so I'll link his channel real quick. If you guys are gonna watch the content, I always say that. I don't wanna give anybody dead subs. But if you enjoy like top quality MMA interviews, go check out Kevin's channel. Shout out to Kevin for the $20 dono. It says let's celebrate his first super chat on a live stream. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you stopping in, man. We have a real MVP in chat, the one who vapes, who's been here like every night for the past like 2 weeks, dropping $100. It's been insane. Kevin Ioli in the chat is certified backshots dead moment. Thank you for the 4 months of membership. AS2K, appreciate you for the 4 months of membership. Kevin Ioli's one of us. I'm already subscribed. This goes as the most important day in Joey MMA history. You just said my name backwards. When we get those good questions, coming up in the press conferences, we know where they come from. Kevin, did you happen to see the Sean Strickland MMA Junkie interview by any chance? He was saying that Robert Whittaker's a can, and that's why Khamzat beat him. It was pretty delusional. He was saying he only lost to DDP because of a headbutt, stuff like that. But anyway, thank you, Kevin Ioli, for the 1999. I'm already subscribed. Kevin Ioli versus Dana White, make it happen. I watch Ioli, MMA, Joey, and Arrow. That's all I need. Did you ever listen to the clip of Jim Norton pranking Matt Serra on the phone, making believe he was Tony Ferguson? I did not see that. I feel like I've heard of that before, though. Do they still do that? MMA, like, what was it called? UFC Unfiltered or something? Another Strickland. So Strickland's doing a couple interviews now, I guess, because we're a week out from the fight. Kevin, has Dana ever pulled you to the side and check you? Yes, they do that show. What are we talking about there? I missed that part. Oh, they do that show. Oh, the MMA Unfiltered. The one who vapes has sent $2,500 in super chats in the past 2 weeks. He probably has, man. Every stream he sent $100. He sent $100 donation, at least. Kevin Ioli is the only MMA media member whose question I listen to for more than he has Dana on the back foot every other week. That is true, man. We get some decent answers out of it too. Dana sometimes kind of avoids the questions, but like no one would even ask him about Conor. I don't think I think he was one of the only people to ask him about Conor. He was like, if I had a statement, I would have put it out by now. If I had a statement, I would have put it out by now. You could tell he was just annoyed that the question was even asked, but that we need answers like that. And I feel like the media is dying a bit. That's why I've been so happy. You know, how long I've been hyping up Kevin Iole for when he's really been pressing Dana. John Morgan still goes to the pressers. I don't think he goes to all of them, does he? I think he still goes to a lot of them. Dana loves to play dodgeball until Kevin's got the next question. That's true. Live chat 300 up next. Did I put the wrong number here? Don't tell me I put the wrong number around here. You mean live chat 200? Yeah, live chat 200 coming up. Coming up in this community. I initially started doing these live streams because this was the only time a week. I was only going live once a week for a while. And then I started live streaming more because people were, go live stream tomorrow, live stream here, live stream there. Live stream this, live stream that. John announces for Seat FFC, so he kind of misses some of the UFC cards. I feel like he's usually at the big ones, though. I'm sorry, live chat 200. What up, Joey? Who's your most confident underdog pick this weekend? I don't know who's an underdog. I usually don't pay attention to odds, so I don't know. I don't know who's an underdog. Like, shit, I'm going... Is Fairzy M an underdog? On Tapology, he's plus 120. I'm trying to think who would be an underdog. I don't know that I'm picking any underdogs. I don't know the odds. It doesn't show the odds on the Tapology page. But probably Fairzy M is partial underdogs. I think Fairzy M is really, really good. He's getting better with every single fight. The one thing that's weird about that fight is Mike Davis definitely has like a physicality advantage and probably a strength advantage. And it's tough to say how it's going to play out for sure. Mike Davis's favorite? Yeah, I usually don't pay attention to the odds too much. I bet you know who could win, who's probably an underdog? Jairzinho's a plus 240 underdog. Don't be shocked if Jairzinho wins. Who else is an underdog? Mayra Bueno Silva. I'll say Mayra Bueno Silva wins, and she's an underdog, at least on Tapology. If I start looking at odds like that, I start like thinking, like, am I way off? Like when I was picking, I picked Dustin Jacoby against Vitor Petrino. And I think I found out afterwards that he was like a crazy underdog or something. But I was pretty confident in that pick, but maybe that would have messed with my head a little bit. So, what's up, Marshall U MMA? What's going on, man? I appreciate you asking Dana about the Conor situation. You know I do. You know I do. Kevin, let me ask you this. Do you think Conor's going to return? Do you think Conor's going to return in 2025? If given the chance, would you influence or box? If it was crazy money, but for like not that much money, no. I don't need money that bad. I told you guys. Basically, I do this channel because I love MMA. Of course, is it meant to be profitable? Yes. But essentially, until 2024, I was not really profitable. In the beginning of 2024, really like midway through 2024, is when I started to actually make some okay money from YouTube. But prior to that, you know, I was basically doing it for free. But yeah. Conor McGregor officially retires in 2025. I think he wants to go to BKFC. You know what question I would love to see answered? And I don't know if you know this, Kevin, or if you can ask it. Does Conor have a sunset clause? You know how Ngannou left from his sunset clause? I've been wanting to know for so long if Conor has a sunset clause, because they added him in around the time Conor probably signed his last deal. But it all depends on when he signed his deal. I would assume they all have one. Wouldn't assume they would take that clause out for one fighter specifically. But maybe if there's going to do it for anyone. I believe he does, but not 100% sure. Because honestly, I did some like educated guessing, and I thought it would be in early 2026 is when I thought it would be. Because I doubt he signed a new contract I think my math was, let me actually go look at his recent fights. I think my best guess was that he did his last fight. He probably signed his last deal. We know he signed one, I think, in 2018. But if he renewed his deal at some point, I would assume it would be maybe 257 when he lost to Dustin Poirier. So that would mean 5 years would be January 24. So it would be almost a year from now. If they offer a fight and he declines it, the contract tolls, though. I thought they recently changed that, though. I thought initially it didn't have that in there. I hate that bloody elbows down because that's where I got the information on that. But I thought initially they didn't have it that way. And then they've decided to change it. And maybe those changes happen afterwards. So I don't know. It's definitely an interesting thing to keep in mind, though. Can Dana fire or ban Kevin? I mean, I'm sure he could. I doubt he would. He's been covering it for so long. Conor the Graper will most likely over... Okay. I don't even want to say that because it probably will happen. I don't want to... That's a sad thing to even think. The 30 for 30 will be great one day. This isn't really breaking news. I've been talking about the sunset clause for a while. He can ban me, but he can't fire me. That's true. He can't fire you. He doesn't necessarily work for him. Imagine... I gotta build up. I gotta get 500K subs, and then maybe Dana will let me in as an influencer. Okay. And I would ask good questions. I would ask some good questions around here. I want to ask you this, Kevin, while you're in here too. When Dana conceded that Islam was pound for pound number one, what was the first thought that came through your mind? I'm curious because there's something that came through my mind that I'm hoping I'm wrong about. I'll text him one of your videos and you'll get your ass banned. That is true. We gotta send him a positive one, all right? We gotta send him a positive one. All right. It would technically be another aerial situation, but media members actually respect it. Yeah, I just think, I don't know. I understand being upset, like people talk negative or this and that. Like for me, I know I come off sometimes too negative, but sometimes it's just the way I don't think of it as that. Like it's just me speaking my mind and I go a little bit crazy. What did I say to him? Are you saying John Jones would have, if he fought Chael Sonnen, he'd be number one? Yeah. What I was thinking, that's what you said, but the first thought that popped into my mind when I heard that, I said, oh, John Jones versus Tom Aspinall isn't happening. That was my first thought. I hope that's wrong, but that was my first thought. So hopefully that isn't the case. You would get banned asking about why the hell Power Slap is around. I mean, that's not a really good question. You're going to send me a wedding? That's wild. Dude said he's going to send me a wedding gift. Dude said he's going to send me money for a ticket next time I go to an event. I got to take John Morgan's spot next to Kevin is what I got to do. For $313. I looked at tickets for $313. They're not too expensive. Joe, I recently got good news in court regarding the situation I'm in. I can't speak on it fully yet, but things are going good, and I'm hoping to be back as a core community member soon. You disappeared for a while. Well, I wish you the best of luck, man. I wish you the best of luck around here in this community. I don't know what you did, but I'll let you know the one who vapes, by the way. I hope John Jones versus Tom Aspinall doesn't happen so all these fans, Tom can cry. Imagine Jones-Tom doesn't happen and Dana just immediately turns on Jones. Dude, I'm done. Immediately hidden. Was it? Hold on. I'm going to unhide this guy. I don't think he needed to be hidden. We can time him out for a little bit. I just changed something a little bit. Unless I missed something, I didn't think it was. You can sit in a timeout. I disappeared, but I'll never be gone fully. I always watch. Thank you. The one who vapes about to send you a Rolls Royce. I'll take it. You heard VT. There's some dude who used to watch the channel he'd be in every stream. And he was a frequent donator, and he was a character around here. And one day he came in and said, "Hey man, I'm going to jail. I'll be in jail for a while." Apparently he shot some dude. He was never a troll. So unless he planned this over the course of a year or two, he was dead serious. Apparently he shot some dude for like abusing his dog or shooting. Apparently somebody shot his dog or something. He shot the dude that shot his dog, and he was going to prison for a while. Like not for life or anything. He didn't kill the dude, but and then he just disappeared the next day. He said he was going in. So his name was Blatant Express, Free Blatant Express. One day when he shows back up in like 5 years, we'll have to remember live chat 198. We talked about him. Free Blatant Express, gone but not forgotten. He's been gone for like 2 years now. His dog. I can't remember the full story, but apparently somebody else's dog attacked his dog. His dog started winning, and then this dude shot his dog. So then the guy shot the guy because he shot and killed his dog. He was pissed. So I don't know the whole story, but I support him if that's what happened. I 100% support him if that's the case. And he was never a troll. He was here for over a year, and he was never a troll. He was in most of the live streams. He was a frequent donator. And one day, randomly, he said that. Which I thought was pretty crazy. Reasonable reaction? Yeah. Somebody shot my dog. I would literally kill them right there. You know, Joey, his dog was killed by the guy, and he shot the guy in revenge. Animals are treated poorly in this country, I think. There's not enough punishments for animal abuse, in my opinion. I think it's a perfectly reasonable reaction. Let's get him a phone so he can watch while he's there. Dude, I wish we had his commissary we could donate to him. I had a buddy that was in jail for a while, and I went and visited him. And they forgot about us. So we ended up hanging out for like 6 hours. We ended up hanging. I don't know if it was 6 hours. Probably like 4 hours maybe. But they just completely forgot about us. It was only supposed to be like a 30-minute visit. So it was some like place you go in, you talk between the glass. Joe, what's good? Big fella, beard looking beastly. The beard is pretty beastly at the moment. It is pretty solid. Your ass must have been sore. Now his ass was the sore one after that. No, we were talking in between glass. What's up, Fries? About time Fries showed up. The crazy though, seeing the dog you spent so much time taken from you in such a brutal way, I wouldn't know how to act. I would lose it. Immediately lose it. It's not manslaughter. I don't think the other guy died. But even if he did, if he shot his dog, not a total loss. Joey would be a kingpin in the slammer. That's true. I would be a kingpin in the slammer. I would be. I was at one point in time. I was out here owning the place. I'm seeing if there's any updates on this whole plane thing. I don't see anything. Thank you for the $1.99, Braden. Appreciate your donation, my friend. Any overlap sightings? I think overlap something might have happened to him, man. I want to take away his wrench, but I'm scared like something happened to him. Serious, like he's in serious danger around here. You think everyone died? That's horrific, man. They were just about to be home too. They were just about to be home. John Jones would have deleted him. That's true. He's got them German Shepherds. Free overlap. Imagine overlaps in jail. Moreno versus Ursek for Mexico City. Who you got? I got Moreno. Ursek's overrated, man. I hope he's all right. Me too. Overlap's been gone for a couple weeks at least. Does anybody remember? I think he was here in the beginning of the year, so I don't know that I don't know how long exactly it's been. It seems like maybe 3 weeks. Planes and pieces in the water. No survivors have been recovered as of yet. That's horrific, man. That is horrific. And it happened in the blink of an eye, man. Drop a community post for Overlap calling him out to show his face. Next members only stream for his wrench. Was he was a member, right? I got too many members to find him. He's been a member for a bit, but I don't know how long because it shows me by how long they've been a member. He's still a member. It says he's still a member. I found him that quick because he was an early member. He's been a member for 12 months. He's been a member for 12 months. He doesn't have a video on his channel. Otherwise, I was going to send you guys a good comment on it. Like you said, they were about to land. I know. They were happy to be home, man. They were getting ready. There's people getting ready to pick them up. It's been at least a month. Yeah, I don't have to go back. Does Overlap ever go on Discord? Nope. Not that I remember. He got busted for credit card fraud. Got to be sad if you were planning on picking someone up at the flight waiting and they fell in the water. Imagine you're picking up your loved one, man. Imagine you're picking up your loved one. Hug your loved ones. Y'all, life can change just like that. It's facts. It really can. It really can change in an instant. You never know. You never know. It really is sad. It really is sad. Weird, it was a Black Ops helicopter that crashed the plane. I know, that is odd. What the hell were they doing? Apparently the helicopter had its transponder off, which should never happen. Wonder what the hell they were up to. That sounds awfully suspicious. That sounds awfully suspicious. If you're on the water, are you getting in to try to save them? What do you mean? If you have a boat, yeah, of course you can go try to help. But what are you going to dive underwater and try to go find the plane, feet deep in water? You're probably going to die. Some reporter was bothering a guy whose wife was on the flight. Oh my God! I don't even want to see that. Was that on Twitter? That's horrific. I'm never getting on a plane again. I don't think I'm ever getting on a plane again. I was in DC a while ago. Let me go look at something real quick. I'm trying to remember when that was. I think it was September of 2023. And there was like big ass helicopters flying all over. I don't remember when exactly it was. Maybe it was 20. Damn, if it's been since 2022, that's insane. Let's see. I don't know how close this is. That's wild. That's been 3 years. Yeah, the reporter was asking the guy why he was there, and he said waiting for his wife. It's so sad. Did he realize? No shame for the families. Did the guy realize his wife was on that plane? Overlap's going through some character development. Speaking of character development, can you guys like the stream? I would appreciate it if you guys could like the stream. Like the stream. I would appreciate it. But yeah, the media is always looking for something. I get it to a certain extent, but sometimes it's just annoying. So, it is annoying as hell. that the media can be annoying at some points in time. It's Princeton. Thank you for the $9.99. Hey, Joey, love the channel. Been sub for some time. From one creator to another. Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What kind of content do you make? Let me take a look. Some video game content. It looks like you haven't made anything in a while, though. Dude, why'd you stop making? You were getting some decent views. Looks like you were getting some decent views. You haven't made something in a year. Or do you just stream on Twitch or something? You ripping the media, I'm leaving. I wasn't ripping the MMA media. I was just saying sometimes the media can be a little bit crazy in like situations like this. But I actually think the media gets crapped on a little bit too much when times they shouldn't be, if that makes sense. There are times they should be and nobody says a word, and then times when they shouldn't be, everyone complains. My boy Joey Mouth Breeder, use your nose. I have a deviated septum, bro. Thank you for the $1.99. I apologize for being a Johnny come lately. Did you miss Kevin? I always been in the chat for a little bit. I'm going to have Kevin on a stream one of these days. I'll have to have Kevin on a stream one of these days. You apologize for being a Johnny come lately, but shout out to It's Princeton for the $9.99. Shout out to Tay2 for the $1.99. Poverty Dono. Pound for pound, #1 media member. Yeah, I gave Kevin a character in this community. When I say in this community, I mean specifically this channel's community. Kevin's the pound for pound media member with the Basset Hounds asking the real questions. I remember when Dana wouldn't answer the question about the flag question, and he started shitting on the media members for asking it. And I remember Kevin pressed him in an interview shortly after that. He was like, dude, he just wanted to know like what was going on. You wouldn't even answer the question. Tay2, thank you for the 1.9. How would Prime Dustin versus Prime Tony have gone? I think Prime Dustin probably would have outboxed him. Because Dustin isn't going to fade. I am pound for pound #1. That is true. That is true, bro. Out there asking the real questions the people want to hear. What do you think? I'm curious what you think of Chris Weidman signing with GFL. I am the pound for most pounds #1. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Oh, dude said he's pound for most pounds. I'm out here giving you a run for your money, even though I don't know. I'm more of a commentator than a media member. Kevin blamed Cottonmouth for his behavior in the interview. What are you talking about? Yeah, Kevin live on stream. I'll see if he wants to come on a stream sometime in the somewhat near future. Not like, maybe in like a month or two. Get Kevin on like once or twice a year or something like that. Got him on twice last year. I got him on right after the John Jones incident. And then right before 309. It's crazy how fast time goes by. So basically all November, all December, it's been 3 months since that even happened. Sorry about the deviated septum. Tay2 was just kidding. Yeah. I can still breathe out of one side. You need Kevin to press quality more. Dana, Dana, quick question before we go. I was wondering if you think Conor's innocent or guilty. What do you think about the victim having to have her tampon forcibly removed? Dana, can I get a quick comment on that? You were on my stream with John Morgan. Don't forget. That is true. I was. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I thought it was good. Does Tay2 grind y'all's gears? Tay2 wants so badly to be a character in this community. And, like, I think he's embarrassing himself left and right. With his shitty jokes. Thank you for the 199, Braden. Thank you. Tay2's just jealous he'll never be the one who vapes. Shout out to the one who vapes for the 100 Canadian earlier. Shout out to It's Princeton for the $9.99 a little bit ago. My dad had deviated septum and just got surgery for it at 71. He had issues sleeping for years. Do you think that's why you have issues sleeping? Now, I've always had issues sleeping, but it definitely doesn't help. Sometimes my nose gets so clogged, I get scared. Like, what if someone tried to kidnap me and cover my mouth with duct tape? I'd suffocate. I ought to get the surgery, and I'm going to get it at some point. I think I've been dealing with it since 2018. So last time, when Conor got absolutely destroyed by Khabib the last time. With your dad getting it fixed, did it help him sleep? Let me know that. I've had a deviated septum 3 times, had 2 surgeries. It's literally the worst. Oh, God. Don't even tell me that, bro. It's the worst. Now you're making me never want to get it. Joe, what happens when... I can breathe out of one nostril. I just can't breathe out of both. It's my right nostril. I probably breathe like 10%. But what's weird is both of them are kind of clogged. Ask Khalil Roundtree about the surgery. I don't want to know, man. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of just being put under anesthesia, let alone actually the pain from the surgery. I've talked about it on stream before. I cut open I cut open my hand here. Right there. Boom. That was much bigger than it actually looks now. I wrapped this shit up. I just wrapped it up. And I'd used the roll of gauze when I got this wound here. I wrapped it up with a full roll of gauze, and I wasn't going to go to the doctor. And then later, like maybe 2 hours later, it completely bled through. It was like 2 inches thick of gauze, and it completely bled through. So then I went and got stitches. Tay2's the most characteristic character around here. I had a deviated septum too. It was the worst at the dentist when I had all these tubes in my mouth and can only breathe out of one nostril. The surgery may suck, but you come out better. I'm scared of it happening again after getting it fixed. I should have gotten it fixed years ago. I really should have. I went through all the stuff. I got the scans and everything. And I just never did it. I was just being extra bummy. And didn't want to do it. How'd you get your deviated septum? I don't even know. There wasn't a particular moment. I think it's when I was sick, blowing my nose a lot. I got a deviated septum. I think that's what happened. It's so annoying, though. Just get it done. You'll probably be glad you did. That's true. Yep. I was so close to getting it done. I had already went to the doctor. I went and got scans. All I had to do was schedule it, and I never scheduled it. And now I probably have to go through all that again. That's why you never blew your nose. Don't be a puss, Joe. I've just been sucking it up and dealing with it. I've just been sucking it up and dealing with it. I don't know if that makes you a puss. Oh, shit, big anxious. Imagine that shit making my nose hurt. Yeah, DDP had it. I got hella sick one time. I had a sinus infection. It was clogged up for 2 weeks. It was the worst. Couldn't breathe out of any nostril. Yeah, when I get sick, that's horrible. I can't breathe at all out of my nose. And damn, I was brutally sick. It was March of last year. I got the flu in March of last year. That shit made me want to get the flu shot. I got so sick last March. Your voice changes too. I was told I sounded very nasally, but when I had the surgery, my voice sounded normal afterwards. I wonder how much my voice would change. The first time I got put under, I started trying to get out of bed, and next thing I knew, I woke up in recovery. It's terrifying, man. I don't like the thought of getting put under. I don't like the thought of getting put under. Your voice would change a lot. I wonder what my voice was like before. Like, did it change drastically? I don't know. But one day it will happen. I will get it fixed. I don't know when that will be. You'll look like someone beat you up. Second before you go to sleep feels so good. I know, but that's just terrifying. What if you never wake up? I don't know how people do it for multiple surgeries. How's your PC? Still annoying. Voice gets all high-pitched. What do you mean after getting it fixed? Here's a little poverty dono for the entertainment. Thank you for the $2, Jason. I'm getting ready to wrap things up around here. I heard you play GTA earlier, considering streaming games that would be way profitable. On a separate channel, yes. On a separate channel, yes. We'll never get the surgery. I'm not going to sleep. I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. I don't want to get put to sleep. When you start in the gaming channel, I don't know. Hopefully soon. Supposedly your voice changes like Raul Rosas. No flu shot. I think I'm going to get a flu shot this year. I hadn't had the flu in many, many years. And I got it last year. And man, I genuinely felt like I was going to die. I never felt like that in my entire life. Good night. All good stuff, Joey. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the $20 dono earlier, brother. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. But yeah, the gaming channel will just be, because I want to get back into gaming. And it's not really like, I'm not really meant to grow it like massively, but I'm just going to do it for fun, and I'll have people chatting and stream. Chicken soup is enough to keep me away from those illnesses. The only thing is right after surgery, you have to retain yourself to breathe through your nose again. All those years of mouth breathing. I breathe through my nose somewhat, but just not 100%. I probably got 50% right now, maybe less, 40%. Tay2's name getting mentioned in every single stream when he's not here. Tay2 name rings the bells. Tay2 the GOAT and pound for pound #1 character around here. No, absolutely not. Kevin's already a bigger character than you around here, all right? He's got Basset Hounds. He's out there pressing Dana at the press conferences. He's dropping 20. You never dropped a $20 dono in your life, Tay2. You sit back in the chat. You act like you own the place. But thank you for the $4.99. You did decide to up the donation. I had an operation. It was done before I knew it. So nervous, and I was out and then woke up and just fine. You'll be fine. I know, but it's terrifying. You don't even realize you go out when you're under. It's so weird. Just the thought of it gives me goosebumps. Just literally the thought of it gives me goosebumps. He shoots guns. He's just an overall badass. That's true. That is very true. 250 some in chat, and nobody bothers to like the show. We got 109 likes. What are we doing around here? What are we doing around here? Bunch of bums. Getting extra bummy around here. If I tore my ACL, I would not get surgery because I'm not going to sleep. I'm not a big fan of needles either. I'm not a big fan of needles. I mean, I'll get them, but I'm not a big fan. I got a tetanus shot when I injured my hand here. That'll be with me forever. That little scar there. Look at the size of these mittens. You think anybody wants a piece of me? Once you get your surgery, you'll start your heavyweight run and be able to go 5 rounds any day. That's true. I'll have Marab cardio. I wish I would have got it fixed years ago and it would have just been done and over with. I fumbled. Maybe if you put out good content, I'll give you a like. Joe with 2 nostrils is unfair. That's true. But listen, boys, I'm going to get ready and wrap this show up. We've gone for damn near 2 hours. We usually go an hour and a half on the weekly live stream, so people can actually view it without it being tremendously, insanely long. So I appreciate you guys for joining me. I hope that everyone likes the stream. I will do a 312 video soon. I might do a video about Khabib and Conor tonight, kind of, in the Paul Hughes situation. I may not. I may just research it a little bit tonight and then go to bed. One day, Tay2 will be gone and Joey's lights will turn off. You really think you're going to disappear, Tay2? You're going to disappear in this community? Good night, good night, good night. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Shout out to everyone who joined me tonight. I may be live tomorrow. I want to drop multiple videos tomorrow, but I got so much shit to do. So I might just have to do a video tonight and drop it tonight. We'll see. The one who vapes coming in last second with a 50 Canadian super sticker bomb. That's insane. That is insane. Appreciate you, the one who vapes, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Peace, bro. Good night. Thank you, man. Thank you. Now, I'm not getting... Look, Matthew, don't try to claim another man's dono, all right? Look at Matthew and Pat. Sometimes I think Pat and Matthew are the same person, dude. They're trying to claim another man's dono around here in this community. In this community. Thanks, Joey. Take it easy. Yeah, shout out to the one who vapes for the 50 Canadian dollars. Video's coming tomorrow. There's a chance I might, if I can get a video done before 2 a.m., I might drop a quick video. I don't know yet. I'm debating about what I'm doing. Shout out to the one who vapes for the $50 buzzer beater right at the end. I'm beginning Pat and Matthew trying to claim another man's dono. Yeah, claiming another man's dono is pathetic, man. Trying to claim another man's dono is really pathetic. I've been called Matt by accident my whole life. I think you and Matt are the same. If Tay2 isn't appreciated, he may... Tay2's got a complex, man. How many times have I thanked you, Tay2? I said the 199s add up, bro. You're getting insecure. The one who vapes is making you feel insecure, bro. Don't worry about it. I've thanked you a million times. I do appreciate the 199s. I appreciate the 50s. Every dollar of support to the channel helps the growth of the channel. Just know that. So appreciate you, Tay2. Thank you very much. Shout out to the one who vapes. If you're watching this and you haven't liked it yet, you're extra bummy around here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I'll probably be live tomorrow. If not, I'll be live on Friday. Goodbye. Good night. Appreciate every single